Hello everyone, this is Joe from TheTechSlugs, showing you how to manage wires for your multiple money-making machines, or also called smartphones. Now, many people only have one or two devices that they use throughout the day. We have 3, 4, upwards of 5, that's me now. I have 6 smartphones to make money with. If you're not familiar with that, then you need to check out this webpage. Some of you may be saying right now, why is this important? Well, for me, it was actually a major issue, which is why I'm sharing with you my method of keeping things under control as far as wires go, and smartphone management for that matter. Now, I kind of, built this or came up with this little contraption that I have. It just slides underneath my bed, and I can slide it out, set the phones up, leave. It's really quick. All the phones are lined up right for me. They're not all in different positions around the house, or there's not a tangled mess of wires under the bed, which did exist before, and that was a pain in the butt for many of you. And like myself, we are up very early in the morning some mornings, and the last thing you want to do is roll over or get out of bed and go to your smartphones and see a giant mess. It makes it unappealing, and you'd rather not even look at them. You'd rather just go back to sleep most days. I want a nice pull-out slider where I can have all my phones right there ready to be tapped to make me more money during the day. So the tear down of this thing is pretty simple. It's made to be underneath something, perhaps a bed, a dresser in your room. I like to keep the phones underneath something because I don't want any light pollution, in my room while I'm trying to sleep. So underneath the bed is a great place for it. But once again, tangle mess, no. So as you can see, I have I have 6 wires. The one that's not tied to the other 5 is the one for my rechargeable case. That's just how I have it set up. Now, you can buy any cables you want, obviously. I have the according amount I need, enough 30-pin and enough micro USB for Android, 30-pin connectors for Apple, and Lightning for newer Apple devices. The link to all of these things I use to make this efficient money-making management thing will be in the description. So I'd recommend short cables. I bought 6 feet cables for some weird reason. Buy them durable, yada, yada, yada. That's pretty self-explanatory. Just get good cables with good reviews. Now, the next thing that we have here is this mat. And this is actually a static pad mat. And that is just something that I used before. Now I have a better static mat that I use for working on computers, and it works nicely for smartphones because the smartphones stick to it well, and that prevents them from moving around when you're roughly pulling that mat in and out from under the bed and pushing it back in under the bed, because if the smartphones move around, then they could fall off, and then it's just a mess. Remember efficiency, guys. Remember. Now this thing right here is a USB splitter. So this plugs into one outlet. As you can see on the back, we have, maybe you can't see it. Yeah, there it is. We have one plug in the back, and then we have 5 USB ports, which is great. I couldn't find any more. I was trying to have maximum amounts so I could grow very easily and have lots and lots of capabilities for expansion whenever I get even more smartphones, but I could only find one with 5. If you guys can find a better one, let me know. I'd be happy because I'm going to need another one here pretty soon when I get even more smartphones. Okay, and yeah, also be sure to use wire ties. That is probably, if you don't do anything else, at least use wire ties if you don't have the pull out. And I just fold the static mat in half, and then put the wires coming out from underneath that half fold, and then the phones go on, and it works pretty dang well. It keeps everything nice and neat. All the phones are right there lined up for me. If being backwards is a problem for you, I prefer it better because then the wires are literally always underneath the bed and never protruding. Then you can, just flip this thing around, and hey, that's fine. But I like it this way. I don't mind the phones being backwards. You can just flip the design around if you want to reorient the phones for you. then it slides under the bed, and I am happy boy. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and also check out the website. I post things there, and will be posting on the website that's been newly designed, things happening in the money-making world that I don't feel deserve a whole video on, but need some credit, and I feel you guys should know those things. These places are where you should go for finding those things out. Anyway, I'm going to have a great day making money for doing nothing. You do the same. See you guys later.